Hello, welcome in. Hello, hello. So it is a time check. We're doing a live here, and it is Tuesday, 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 1 p.m. I think Eastern Standard Time, right? Is it 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you guys are live? So we are live right now. And if it's not that time, you're watching a replay. Welcome in either way. Welcome in, hit the thumbs up button while you're here. Post a comment, a question. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Donna. How are you? How is your weather? Are you getting any of the flooding that I was seeing online? I think that was Texas, right? Horrible flooding in Texas. Welcome in. Hello, Dagmar. Welcome in. Gladys, hello. Dagmar, how are you? How is your weather in Germany? Okay. I'm working with black. Black yarn. Probably not the best thing to work with first thing in the morning. My eyes are having a hard time focusing on it, but I think I'm going to be okay once I get going on this. It's just that first initial. How are you guys doing? Hello. Yes, it is so hot here. It is so hot. Last night when I went to bed, it was 101 degrees outside at like 10 o'clock. Hello. It is not so nice. Sometimes rising, but not so hot. Oh, sometimes raining, but not so hot. Yes, summertime. So I have been I made one of these in this color, these cute little lacy ruffle scrunchies. I'm writing the pattern. I've already started writing it down. I just had to stop to come to do my live. Don't you hate that when you're like right in the mode and you get on the computer finally, that final step, when you get on the computer and you start writing your pattern and then you've got to walk away from it. It's like, I gotta do it. I made this one, nice sunny color. And then I made this one in the brights, rainbow brights. Hello, Marvi, hello. I made this one. Vonda, hello. I love this color. And then this is a gray one. And then I have all of my other ones. This yarn's a little bit thinner. And let me see. Let me get my other ones that I've made because these are so fun to make. These are absolutely so cute and fun to make. Okay, my eye is watering. Sorry guys, I have dry eyes, especially one that just is relentless. Look how cute this is. Isn't this the cutest thing? I just love looking at it. All right, so I've got this one, another cream one. I've got to start listing these. I've got this brown one, light brown. Would you call this tan or light brown? I think this would be light brown. I think the color on the yarn was stone, something like that, stone brown. And then another gray one, another pink one. I love this one. This one is what I have left. Hello, Dee, from a yarn that was called Harbor Wish, and it is a ombre. So the skein that I used, I only had a little bit left of it, but it changes from pale blue to cream on its own. So this is what it did all by itself. Hello, Amy. It did this all by itself. It was just perfect. Don't you love it when the ombre yarn just cooperates? And then I kept using it and I said, what are the odds that it'll make another one? And the other one came out all cream with just the pale blue right on the tips. Is that not perfect? I could not have made that more perfect. And then another stone brown and pink one. So I've got to start grouping these. I think I gotta stop playing with them and sort of group them together with like a little ribbon or something like that and set them away as sets so I don't get confused of what I have, but I gotta start listing. I know I have listed some, but I don't have them all listed, but isn't that the cutest thing? I know. Yes, I'm writing a pattern right now. I've already started it and it's so quick and easy. And then these are the ones, I don't know if you caught it. I made this one. And it's so nice to use up your cotton yarn If you have a little bit left, you can't do a big project with your soft cotton, just make these little scrunchies. I'm writing up the pattern. It's going to be a bundle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my regular, I'm going to give you my pattern for the regular hair scrunchies that I do. And then I'm going to give you this pattern to make a really full sort of ruffle one in the acrylic. This is my regular one. This is my regular hair scrunchie, which is quite full on its own. But then this one is sort of like extra full. And then this one. So it's going to be a 3 pattern bundle to make 3 different types of hair scrunchies. I think that's a good idea, right? Do you guys agree? Anyway, I'm just loving these hair scrunchies. And what I'm doing, yeah, because this is my regular one, and I think that was quite full. This is all my regular hair scrunchies here. Good to use up those scraps of acrylic yarn. So I love stash busters, scrap busters, anything where I can use up my yarn, because I don't know about you, but some projects you end up with just a little bit of yarn that you can't do a big project and you just want to use it up. And what I like to do on my specialty yarn, like the I Love This Cotton and things like that, whenever I have just a little bit left, I have one baggie that I put it all into, so that if I'm ever using that same color, which I go to the same colors over and over and over again, and if I'm making, say, a boho top, and this has happened before, where I will be playing yarn chicken with the fringe, and I will just need like a foot, 2 feet of that color, and I'm like, I don't want to go out and buy another whole skein. So I go into my little baggie, and there it is. I have just enough to use to finish that project. Hello, Leah. Welcome in. Hello, Brad says hi. Hello, Brad. Joyful Knots. Hello, Karen. Hello, Leah. Hello. Yes. Okay. So this is the new rainbow poncho that I finished. I've been working on this the last couple weeks. Been keeping up with the vlogs. I'm good, Ronald. How are you? Kelsey, hello. And this is going to be a new pattern. This top is going to be a new pattern. This is so quick and easy. It's made to measure. You just sort of measure around here and then go up. But anyway, I think it is so cute and so easy. And then this poncho I just finished last night. I haven't even had time to steam the fringe, but this is really cute. I love making those mesh ponchos, so quick and easy. Oh, my eye. Please stop watering. I know. Plus, I've been working on that pink shawl that I don't like making, but I have contacted her and asked her for a measurement. So now, once I get the measurement from her, I will have a goal as far as length. And then when I get to that, finish it up, put fringe on it, and I don't want to make another one of that. Thank you. Yeah, and my pattern's not complicated and advanced. I don't need to know all of these fancy stitches and make anything complicated. I want just basic, easy, quick, simple patterns. That's it. I don't want to be known as like the best crocheter, because I'm not. I just want to be quick, easy, fast, simple, like these. These are so cute. I mean, I think these would sell at a market. If you were at a market and you've seen these, I think that they would sell. I really do. I think these, and I have seen these in all the stores. How many of you have gone into a mall, gone into a clothing store, and seen these cotton lacy hair scrunchies? I've seen them in all the stores, all the big name stores, and I'm like, I could make that. I could make one of those. Hi, Lisa. How are you? It does. Yes, it does. Yes. Hello, Feisty Love Cats. Hello, Sunshine. How are you, Sunshine? How's the weather? The owner of the shop I work at, she just made those same hair scrunchies, the lacy ones. Oh, cute. Yeah, they're so popular. Hello, Amy. You're fun, inclusive, cheerful, and encouraging. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Lacy, not lazy. Oh, okay, lacy ones. Yeah, I've seen these everywhere. And I'm like, I could make these. So I did. And they are just so cute. I just love them. They're so cute and easy. So I'm writing up a pattern right today. I'm writing up a simple pattern today. I'm gonna have 3 types of hair scrunchies. My regular ones, my big fluffy ones. I'm gonna do the regular hair scrunchies, and then these type of hair scrunchies, the jumbo ones, ruffle ones, and then the lace ones. So it's going to be 3 in 1. It's gonna be a 3-in-1 bundle. Hello. I get them online. I just order them from Amazon. Oh, watch my tutorial. I have a tutorial. I haven't put it on YouTube, but I have one on TikTok. It's so easy. What you've got to do is just memorize the feeling that you're doing. You know, can you do a slip knot without thinking, Ronald? It's the same thing. You've just got to do it enough times where you don't even think about it. It's just, you just do it. Great, 2 months away from moving. Oh, I am so glad, sunshine. Yeah. So I have an easy, simple tutorial, and actually I have a video for making a slip knot and the magic circle on my computer waiting for me to make a YouTube tutorial. I just haven't done it. I recorded myself, I think, doing it several times, and I've got to make a quick, simple, easy, short YouTube tutorial for that, and it's just sitting there waiting. So I've got to just add it to my list. I wrote down things I've got to do now, and I've already crossed off this one. I finished the rainbow poncho that I was working on. It's sitting on my large mannequin right here. And I put the fringe on last night, and I've just got to steam the fringe. This will be done. I already crossed it off. I crossed it off. Yeah, so for these lacy ones, I just go onto Amazon and search hair elastics. So I got a whole bunch of these hair elastics, and I've already used up the white ones or the cream ones for these. So I might go on again and search for if I can find one that are like all white, but just go online, search. I am loving everything you are doing. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I just want fun, easy stuff. Oh, and D, on that pattern roundup, how cute would it be if you had a place at your booth for people to like collect seashells? Did you see all those seashells? If you had a bunch of those seashells and then you had like something that they could collect them in, like they're collecting seashells at a beach or something, I think that would be really, like a little cute little, like a bucket, and they could pick their seashells. Like if you said, okay, if you buy this bucket for whatever amount of money, you can choose like so many seashells that you make out of crochet. I think that would be a super cute idea. And if you put it on like something that would look like water, like if you got like some sort of water fabric or blue fabric or something like that, and then they could pick the seashells, like they could choose which seashells they wanted to put in their little bucket. Thank you guys. Thank you. I try. I'm not the best. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best, and I'm not an expert. I like what I do, and I have fun, and I want to help others just to have fun with crochet and know that you don't have to be an expert to make cute things, to sell cute things. You don't. The end, you're gonna pull and tighten. Do you let go under the stitches? The end, you're gonna pull to tighten. Do you let go under the stitches? Yes, yep. You're going to do your stitches over that tail, and then you're gonna pull that tail. Yes, so let me do one. Let me do one for you. Let me do a magic circle for you right here. I'm gonna use my cotton yarn because I have some right here. Hello, Astrid. Okay, so we're going to I hold my fingers like this. I hold the back of the yarn here, and I hold 2 fingers like this. You make an X around your fingers like this on the back. And then it's gonna be 2 lines on the front, and then hold it with your pinky. Hold it with your pinky, right? So you've got this on the front. You're gonna go underneath the front, and you're gonna lift up like this. You grab the back, grab that back one, and you go like this. See, like this? And then you turn it around, like this. All right, that's your magic circle. Now that part is done. This is a bonus, getting that, you're just chaining one here. This second part is just your chain one. So you're just gonna flip your hand up like this. You're gonna grab right here underneath. You're grabbing this yarn, twisting your hook, and you're just pulling it through that little hole. And I twist it. If you twist your hand like that, it'll open up that circle. And then that's it. You just take it off. It's done. It is done. And then you're gonna make your stitches right over that tail. And the reason why it's called the magic circle is it just tightens. So you do your stitches over that tail. You do it over all of this. Just ignore all of this, but you're doing your stitches over this. And then when you're done with your initial circle there, you're just tightening it. You're just tightening that circle up. But don't forget, when you're done and you make this super tight, to knot it, put a knot and really weave in these ends. This is not going to secure your work from falling apart. Yeah, let me do it again. Really, really simple. And you don't have to think about it once you know. So you're holding it like this with your thumb. Hold your two fingers like this. Make an X that you can see on the back. You've got two lines on the top. Grab it with your pinky. You've got your hook. You've got two lines here. That's your X on the back. You're going to go in from the front, underneath, lift up, grab the back, go like this with your hook, up and twist clockwise, spin it right around. And then this is the bonus part where you're picking up your sort of chain one. You're going underneath with the hook, underneath, and you're grabbing it. You're going to pull it through that tiny little hole. Now once you get to that hole, just twist your hand like this and it'll open up that little hole. And there it is. Do that over and over and over again. Work on a project, a quick little do this over and over again. Watch a show, put the TV on, and just do this over and over again. Over and over and over again. Hola, hello, Anna, how are you? Just do this over and over and over again, and it'll be like the slip knot. You don't have to think about doing a slip knot. It's the same thing. Now, actually, I have seen somebody that said the slip knot is actually like the same exact thing as a magic circle. You just got to bring the end up, and I've watched it. So they did a magic circle and they sort of just brought the tail up, but I still don't get it. I can't understand how they did that. But anyway, it's so easy. Just go like this, twist around. Make sure when you do your two fingers, then you're hooking it right here with your pinky. It's nice and tight, and loop, loop, pull. And just do it over and over and over again, and then you've got it. You don't even have to think about it. Wouldn't that be cute, Dee? If they had like a little a pail, and then they, especially for like little kids or wherever, whatever, like not little kids, but that would be fun. Sort of pick your own seashells, and they pay for the little. You could get like cheap little plastic little buckets from probably Amazon, and then a bunch of seashells, in assorted colors, shapes, like from my roundup that I just did, summer roundup. And then they can pay for picking how many seashells. You can have like prices. You can have like so many for 5, so many for 10, whatever. I don't know how quick and easy it is to make those seashells though. I don't know if it would be worth it for that price, but you got to figure it out where they could like collect their own seashells. That might be a cute idea. Hello. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I like I want people to understand what they're doing. Absolutely understand what they're doing. Hello. with her phone. Oh, okay. Yes, and you wanted to buy something, I think it was, something I can't remember. Everything that I sell is available on my Etsy shop. And I hope people, this is so funny. Okay, those of you who have watched my tutorial for the virus shawl. Now the virus shawl is not my pattern. That pattern has been around for decades. I just tell you step by step and I try to explain over and over again so you can get it, because people have had a hard time understanding it's just 4 rows that you're repeating over and over again. And I try to go over it longer than a lot of the other video do. Spider Fiber is who I learned how to do the pattern from. It is not Fiber Spider's pattern. He just does the same thing I did. He explains how to do the virus shawl. But his video sort of stops, and then when I learned, I was like, well, I still need you to go on. I need more. I need to continue. What happens next? And I was confused. So after I learned it and I did this YT channel, I thought I'm going to make because people kept asking me for a tutorial for the virus shawl. So I did my version of how I do the virus shawl. Now there's a place in the pattern where I do it differently. So if I see somebody doing a virus shawl, I can get really close in on their pattern and see, okay, they used my tutorial because they're doing it this way, because I just do one little part differently. And I like to use a larger hook. I like mine to be oversized. I like to put fringe on mine. I've never seen Spider Fiber make a loose virus shawl with fringe. So anyway, getting back to the subject, this is so funny. Okay, you know how so many people have commented on my video saying, I love how you go a longer video and explain everything and blah, blah, blah. The other day I got a comment and somebody said on that video for the virus shawl tutorial that I did on YouTube, they commented that this video was way too long. It's like, you don't have to, you can stop anytime. You don't have to watch the whole video. If you get it, you get it. It is for the people who need like the extra help and need me to keep going and going. That's what it's for. And she commented, this video is way too long. And I just thought, you know, thank you for watching. And this video is for the people that needed the extra help. The extra help, where I went the extra mile to make it longer and repeated and, you know, really kept going so you would get it. And I've had so many people say, thank you for going so long on this shawl because I was not getting it. And then at the end I put, you know, you can stop watching at any time. Oh, that was funny. Thank you. Everybody else does not know how to do tutorials. Thank you. I've made 2 of them. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Hello, Paige. Melody, will you be doing a tutorial for the lace scrunchies? I will. Is that Roshan? Hi, Roshan. Yes, so I'm going to make a pattern today. I'm going to write up the pattern for these. These are just so quick and easy. So quick and easy. It's just an easy, quick, simple pattern. And I'm going to make a tutorial for all 3 of my hair scrunchies that I do. Exactly. Why do people feel inclined? I know, it's like, this video was way too long. It's like, good thing. I had somebody else put, this yarn is ugly. And I said, good thing you can use any type of yarn you want. And I put, you know, you can stop the video at any time. Once you get it, you get it. Just leave. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you. I just found an ocean wave stitch yesterday. Oh, fun. Oh, why do my eyes water? Why does this eye water constantly? It drives me batty. At least, yeah. All of the hate comments help just as much as the like comments. And it's so funny because I have some people that I think are determined to put thumbs down on every single one of my videos. Like as soon as I put out a video, I get thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down on all of my videos. And it's like, the algorithm doesn't care. Never been able to follow somebody's tutorial until you started doing it. I like how long they are. Yeah, I do it, Gladys, because some people, they don't get it until sort of way in. And I was like that. I was like, whoa, when Fiber Spider did his tutorial, which was very good, it stopped and I needed more. I needed that extra But what happens when I go to the next row? And I got confused, and so I thought I'm just gonna go for a long time. Run me through the steps of blocking a piece. All of my projects are done except blocking. I'm confused what to do. So what piece are you making? All of my projects are done except blocking. What are you making, Paige? Thank you. This is my new pattern for just a quick, easy little crochet top. Just a quick little top. And of course, I just put it over a t-shirt. But I'm going to be making the pattern for this one. I'm going to try to start it this week too. And so I'm going to have a pattern and a tutorial. Paige, what are you working on? Are you doing like the boho top? So if you watch any of my vlogs, you'll see that you just get a blocking board and you put your granny square on the blocking board and then you steam it and then it's done. I have a blanket. Oh, okay. I have a blanket, a purse, and flower coasters. Okay, so I would not block a blanket. I would have, what kind of blanket is it? Did you make it? The only time I block something is when I want to shape something. And I always sort of do it, if you're going to make a blanket out of granny squares or anything like that, I block it before I sew it together. If I did a blanket and I needed to block it for some reason, are you needing to shape it, the blanket? I would never block a blanket. That's like, blankets are stretchy. Unless, are your edges curved or something? Is that why you need to block a blanket? And a purse, I don't know that I'd block a purse either. And flower coasters, you can just, the only reason that I'm blocking is to shape something and make it all the same shape. So when I am doing, okay, so I will tell you when I block things. So when I am making the, underneath here is the, let me get a boho top and I will show you. Okay, so my eye is just watering so bad. It doesn't water until I come in here. Maybe it's the fan going that's getting me. Okay, so you see these squares? So when I made these squares, I blocked them before I did this square. So the reason why I block them is to get them nice and square. Because before you block them, they're sort of round and rolling up. And I have a blocking board. So if you go on any of my videos, there's a video that shows you how to block. It says how to crochet your crochet. And I have a link to the blocking boards. The blocking boards that I use are plastic and they're from King's Creations USA on Etsy. King's Creations USA on Etsy. And so I will block these granny squares to get them all the exact size and make them nice and crisp squares and soft. And that way, when I sew them together, when I do these connecting pieces, then they look so nice blocked. They're all perfect squares. And then after I'm done, I will put this on my mannequin and I will steam these connections here, these seams, and that flattens them out so nicely. It flattens all these seams right here. And then I always steam my fringe so that my crochet looks so nice. Like if you go onto Etsy, sometimes you'll see people selling these tops and you can tell they did not block because they're all wobbly and the fringe is not straight. Hello, thank you so much. This one right here is called Ocean. What was this? Ocean, did I keep it? Ocean something. Oh, wait a minute, I did, I put it, where is it? I know I put this yarn somewhere. Oh, right here. No, it's called Summer Rain. It's not Ocean, it's called Summer Rain. And this is a Karen Cotton Ripple cake. Is this backwards or is this not backwards? Karen Cotton Ripple cake. from Yarn Inspirations. I don't like this yarn. I don't like it. How do you get your ends not to fray? Those strings not to fray? I steam them. I don't know if that helps. These have been steamed. Oh, you have to use sharp scissors too. Sharp scissors and then steam. Hello, Avon Knit. How are you? Jennifer, hello. Yeah, what else? What other questions did you guys have? Okay, other things that I steam. Okay, so if I'm making a hexagon cardigan, the only thing that I will steam on that hexagon cardigan is my back seam. So when you're sewing together your back, sometimes your back seam will pull a little bit and it won't be even. So I will put my hexagon cardigan on my mannequin and I'll just go over that back seam. And when you steam your seams, it sort of flattens, it relaxes the fibers and flattens it so that it's just very, very flat and soft. So that's when I will steam. Why don't I like it? It's just, it has like a weird feeling. It's sort of like, let me try to get close up. I don't know, it's just got a weird feel to it. It's not rough, it's just twisted. It's very twisted. It's like probably a cotton version of the Red Heart Roll With It, but it's in cotton. I don't know, it's just, it's perfect for this top. It's not hard to work with. No, well, it's not hard to work with. It does not have a lot of bounce or stretch. I will say that. But I just don't like the texture. I've had it for a long time. And then I'm like, what could I make out of this? Because this was in my summer tote that I brought back from Maine. And I'm like, what can I make with this just to use it and get rid of it? I would not want to make a facial round with it because I don't think it's soft enough for a facial round. And then I didn't have enough of it to make a whole boho top. So I thought, what can I make with this? And I was so sick of making that pink shawl that I just grabbed this yarn because I brought it in to make something with it. And I just grabbed it and I'm like, I'm just gonna make a cute little, one little top and use this thing up. I made this thing with this yarn and it hardly used any yarn at all. So I could probably make like 3 more of these because it didn't take a lot of yarn. But it makes these really pretty, stripes. That's what I do like about it. And it's not rough. It's soft, but it's just not fluffy soft. And it's kind of almost like, oh, has anybody felt this? If you go to the store and you feel any of the cotton ripple cakes, you'll know what I mean. So the next time you're at Michael's, because I think I got this at Michael's, and if you see the cotton ripple cakes, just feel it. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just has like a different feel. You know, when you're buying the cakes, some of the cakes feel like the cloud cakes are super fluffy. And then it's just all the cakes have like a different feel. That it's just like this. And it's just, it's not that it's rough. It's just got a little different texture to it. I don't know how to explain it. Has anybody used this that can help me explain? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Does that make sense? So next time you're in Michael's, just grab one of these ripple cakes and just feel the yarn, and that way you'll know what I mean. It's perfect for this because as a top, would you say it's really coarse of a, maybe that's it. Maybe. It's just got this little, and the yarn is not uniform. See how some parts of it are kind of like thinner and thicker? Maybe that's what's throwing me off. See how the yarn is not all uniform? It's kind of like bumpy, a little bumpy maybe, a little bumpy. Yeah, you love the textures? Yeah, maybe it's just me. It's perfect for the top because it doesn't stick the way a softer cotton might stick. You know, the fluffy cottons might stick to your shirt or something, where this does not feel sticky at all. Can I get really close? Can you hear that? It's just got a different texture to it. I can't explain it. It's not that it's rough, it's just got, I don't know, just a different feel. I can't explain it, but it's perfect for this quick little top. It worked up, it did the job. It made the stripes all by itself, so I was happy with it. Maybe I will make a some of these hair scrunchies with it. The kitties are from Pony McTate. That's a Pony McTate pattern. Maybe I'll make a lacy hair scrunchie because I think it would work perfectly in your hair. I don't think it would do, you know, be hard on your hair or anything. She's on all platforms. Pony McTate sells that pattern. She's on all platforms. She has all the platforms. So just search Pony McTate, Pony McTate, McTate. She's on all the platforms. But that is not my pattern. I just do my version of that. All right, I've got nothing done. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so I did pack an order yesterday for Lisa. It was stitch markers, and she's from Georgia. And I have to go to the post office after I'm done with this live. I have to get in my car and I have to leave my house and I have to drive to the post office. And then I think I have to buy some groceries because I'm trying to use up all the English muffins and toast I have in my refrigerator. And then once I use up that, I'm basically like eating out of the pantry. I have no fruits. I have no vegetables left. I have eggs. All of my spinach went bad, so I have to buy some fresh spinach. Anybody else hate to leave the house? I absolutely hate to leave the house. So I've got to get in my car and I've got to go to the post office and then I've got to go to the grocery store and buy some actual fresh food. Naya, hello Naya, thank you so much. This is my little casita. Hello Peter. I am making one of these hair scrunchies right now. I'm making one of these cute little lacy hair scrunchies. I'm writing a pattern. I'm gonna try to have the pattern written today. That's my goal. I've also got to work on that pink shawl for somebody. Like I said, I've got to go out and drive to the post office, to the grocery store. When I come back, I'm going to get on my computer and try to write up this scrunchie pattern. And then eventually do a tutorial for it. But I love these cute little lacy hair scrunchies, and I've got to make listings for all of these colors. I think I only have 2 listed and I've got to make some more. How do you block acrylic? You do it the same way. So my blocking boards I get from King's Creations USA on Etsy. Not consistent in thickness for that yarn. Yeah, it's kind of like little bumps. Maybe that's what's throwing me off, is that it's little bumps. Can you see how the yarn is just like little bumps? Okay, so acrylic. You do the same thing. You put the whatever you're blocking, and usually I will block my granny squares. I'm trying to think what else I block. Do I block anything else? No, I think I'm really only blocking granny squares. Correct me. Has anybody seen me block anything but granny squares? I think I only block granny squares. And the reason why I block granny squares, I wish I had 2 that I could show you. All right, so I don't know that I blocked this one, but say this one, I just finished making this one and it was all rounded like this, all rounded corners. And I wanted it to be flat like a piece of paper. just flat like this. When I block, this is acrylic. After I would block this, it would be just like this. It would be square. It would be perfectly square and flat. That is why I block something. Now, steaming, I will steam. Steaming is different than blocking. I will steam my fringe. I never want to send anything out with crinkly fringe. Now, after I say that, when I'm shipping this stuff and I'm folding it up and putting it in the package, the fringe is going to get messed up. You have to then steam it when it gets home. But when I'm showing my products, they are steamed, and my products are nice and steamed, and they look good here. And there's absolutely no way that I can get it to you in a package without that steam getting messed up, I don't think. Hello, you're painting your living room. Fun. What color? I do this a lot, but mine are more tight. Oh, fun. So I think the only thing that I block is granny squares. And again, the reason why I block the granny squares is so that instead of being like this, and then if you sew it together looking like that, it's not going to look nice. If you look at my Etsy store, if you go to my Etsy shop and you look at my, hello cat lover, if you look at my listings and my boho tops, and then you look at maybe other listings, you can tell that they have not blocked or steamed their items. You can just see it. So when I block my granny squares, and I will show you videos of me blocking all over my YouTube when I'm blocking my granny squares, there's a video that I have that is just on blocking. It will look just like this. It'll be flat, it'll be square. When you line them up, stack them up, they will look like this instead of looking like this. So the only reason why I block is to get nice, crisp squares. They will be all exactly the same size. So whatever blocking board, whatever measurement I put on that blocking board, that's what they're going to be. Say I want this a tiny bit bigger, I would stretch it a little bit bigger. Now, I don't block to stretch. I don't block to stretch. I block to shape, soften, and flatten. That's what I block for. If I wanted a square to be bigger, I would have made it bigger. I don't block to stretch. I block, and say if you need to make 20 squares and you're using the same yarn, same hook, maybe all of those 20 squares are not going to be exactly the same measurement, because maybe you were doing a little bit tighter tension on one, a little bit looser tension on the other. And so once you get done blocking all of those squares, they will be like this. It'll be like a deck of cards, and they'll all be exactly the same dimension, and they'll be flat like this. And you can just go like this and just use them just like a deck of cards. That is why I block. I don't block to stretch. I just block to shape, soften, and flatten. And then I steam a lot of things to steam my fringe. I steam my seams. If I, like a poncho like this, I'm not going to steam anything up here. There's no reason to steam any of this at all or block any of this at all. What I am going to do is steam. I haven't steamed this fringe. So if you look closely on this fringe, it's all crinkled. Now this fringe, I have steamed, this black one, and this rainbow one, I have not steamed the fringe. Thank you. So does that make sense? Who was that asked about the blocking? But cotton, whether using cotton or acrylic, it's the same exact purpose. If I'm making my boho cotton tops, I want my squares to be nice and crisp and square, just like these right here. Just like this little cardboard piece, I want my squares to be like this. I don't want my squares to be kind of like this, and I'm exaggerating because we've all made the squares, and then after you make the squares, they sort of look like this. I would never want to sew that together like that. I would want to sew together squares that look like this. so that when I'm sewing them together, they're perfect squares and they look nice. And so if you look at my listings, if you look at my stuff that I've finished on Etsy, you can sort of see that my boho tops look very square and neat. And then you might see another listing where you can tell they have not blocked or steamed. Does that make sense? I feel like I've seen those goggles. You mean these glasses? I just get them from Amazon and they're just readers and they're under 20 bucks and I get them so I can see over my frames when I'm doing my lives. That's the only time I wear these glasses, because if I'm wearing these glasses anywhere else, I only use them for reading and then I can't look over them at all. So I only use them on my lives, because if I'm using my regular glasses, which I don't have, the frames come so low for me to look over and then they're in my eyeballs. If that makes sense. Hello everybody, welcome in. I hope that explained. Who was the person that asked about blocking? Are you still here? Did that help you at all? Again, I think the only thing I block is granny squares. If I'm sewing together, okay, was it you? Is it Casey? If I'm blocking, hello. If I'm reading, I feel like I've seen those Google, I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, I hope that explained why I do. And I'm trying to think if I block anything but granny squares. Help me think, guys. I think the only thing I block is granny squares. That is it. Now, if you were to make a hexagon cardigan, I guess you could block the sleeves if you wanted to, but I don't see any reason for it. Once you block something, it sort of takes away the liveness of the yarn. And when I say liveness, it takes away that bounce to the yarn. So there's things that I would not want to block, because once you block it, it sort of loses that bounce. Hello, welcome in, guys. Don't forget to hit the like while you're here. All right, I am making these cute little hair scrunchies, these lacy hair scrunchies in cotton, nice cotton yarn hair scrunchies. I'm writing up a pattern. It's going to be a very quick, easy project, and it will be perfect for using up your soft cotton yarn. I have not made a hair scrunchie with like dishcloth yarn. I have not made a hair scrunchie using this type of yarn. I'm using the soft cotton yarn. Mama, I'm coming home. Do we have anybody here from the UK? How many of you saw the Back to the Beginning concert that Ozzy Osbourne put out this weekend? It was amazing. I keep watching footage of it, and it's just so amazing for him to have done that. And all of the money that he raised for that concert went to charities. It was such an amazing thing. Hello, Catherine. How are you? All right, I gotta not hum because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. I know. Did you see the concert? Is there anybody here from the UK that saw it, that went there? It looked like the most amazing concert, and they had a lot of old rockers. They had Steven Tyler. They had a lot of old bands. All the money went to charity, and it was the last time we are ever going to see Ozzy Osbourne sing live. Has anybody seen him sing live? I am trying to think. I don't know that I've seen Ozzy Osbourne live. Oh, really? Yeah. If you go, Tommy, I get all of my yarn either from Joann, which is closed, Michael's, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, online, anywhere online. Office Supply. There's a place online called Office Supply that I order yarn. Hersheimer's. I have not tried the hobby yarn. I haven't tried that. I just buy inexpensive yarn when it's on sale, and I don't hoard yarn. I don't have rooms of rooms full of yarn. I buy yarn when I need it. I did buy a lot of the yarn that was going on sale at Joann's only because I know I was going to use it, and I really just bought the basics, like the basic colors, black, white, cream. Hello. Bye. Thinking which crochet project to work on because I get so bored with my projects so they aren't finished. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't like to have whips laying around. I like to be clean and organized, so I just like to work on a project, finish it up. I am on a year-long mission, and I think it's going to take probably more than a year for sure to work through all of my yarn. I just want to work through my yarn. I don't want to have yarn that sits around for years, me not doing anything with it. And as soon as they open a Hobby Lobby here in town, I'm not going to go there and buy a bunch of yarn just for the sake of buying yarn. I am just going to go there when I need a project and I need a certain yarn or type of yarn, and I'm only going to buy it on sale, and I'm going to only buy what I need. I don't like stockpiling yarn. Yeah, try any of my, have you tried any of my crochet patterns? Because I have some really quick, easy, I think, crochet patterns. I'm loving this mesh poncho. And this is basically my easy peasy poncho. I'm just making it a more airier for the summer. And this is actually a free pattern. It's in my bio, a free written pattern in my bio here on my channel. And if you buy the easy peasy, which is my acrylic version for fall and winter, you know, it's a more thicker version with acrylic yarn, you will get this pattern free. And there's a free tutorial for this on my channel. Oh, amigurumi. Yeah, that I'm not used to. It's fun to do something different every once in a while, that's for sure. I do not like doing the same projects over and over and over again. I get really bored. I've been working on a shawl that I don't like for, I think, 2 weeks now. I cannot wait to finish it. I'm never making another one of those. I just don't like it at all. It's so monotonous. I don't know why. It's just, I'm not enjoying it. Have you ever worked on a crochet project that you don't like? You don't like the, it's not that the pattern is hard, I just don't like doing it. And I'm getting really, really tired of working on it. Okay, I gotta remember what I'm doing. Now I decided on a granny square, on my granny square too. Now I decided on my granny square too. Okay, I want to, okay. Just got here. Oh, hi Nene, how are you? Did you do your shrugs? Nene had me panicking the other night. So she texted me that my tutorial and my pattern were not the same, like matching up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I got on the computer late at night and I turned on my computer and I watched my tutorial and I got up my pattern and I'm like, yes. I went to the next one. I'm like, okay, this is correct. And then I said, I think you're looking at one pattern and then watching a different tutorial. And then she did not reply that night. So I will tell you, Nene, I went to bed like so stressed out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And then the next morning she's like, yes, I was confusing myself. I'm like, okay, phew. You know, when you go to bed, if someone texts you something about a pattern or something you posted and you're like, oh no, did I really mess that up? Did I totally mess up my stuff? And she's like, no, it was just me. I'm like, phew. Oh, nice. Oh, a granny square top. Oh, awesome. Hello from New York. How is the weather? How is your New York weather? Is it hot and sweltery in New York? Are you in the city or are you out in the country? I'm in the Southwest and it is hot. It is so hot. I've got to go out today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my protein shake. I still have some protein left. I'm going to make my protein shake and then I've got to get in the car. I've got to drive. I've got to leave my house. I've got to go and did you make? Yes, I did, Nene. I did. I'm going to be making a pattern for this. It is so quick and easy and I was so like sick of making that pink shawl that I just grabbed this yarn and I'm like, I'm just gonna make a top, and I just made it. I just made this top off the cuff and I'm like, oh, and I wrote down what I did too. I was smart. I wrote down what I did and it's just so quick and easy. I'm in the US, yes. And I have been making these, I don't know if some of you have come on late, but I've been making these lacy hair scrunchies and look how beautiful they look. I love it. I just love these. They are so cute. Here's one of them right here. So I'm writing up this pattern. So this is going to be done today. I know, Lindsay, yeah, I'm not the type to wear, when I was younger, I would wear stuff that would show, but now that I'm older, I don't want to show anything. So I just put it over a t-shirt because what else am I going to put it over with? I'm not going to walk around in a bathing suit, but it is sort of to put on maybe over a bathing suit or, you know, whatever. It's just a little top to put over. And I think, wouldn't this make like a beautiful dress if I kept going? And then if I did like 2 of these and kept going and then sewed the seams together, I think that would be a really cute dress. With this neckline and everything, I think would make a really cute dress. If it was the same as this on the back, like 2 of them, and maybe start sewing them together underneath the arms and keep going down, it would be a cute little summer cover-up dress. My bathing suit days are done. Plus, I don't go in the water. I refuse to go into the water. I'm scared of whatever's in the water. There's either going to be things living in there or things that are going to get in me and live inside me, and I don't want to go into the water. I don't even put my toes in the water. So when we go to camp in Maine and we're at the lake, I don't go swimming. I don't put my feet in the water. Oh, Sweden, 20 degrees. Oh, Celsius. Yes. Isn't that like my AC right now is on 21 Celsius. For some reason, my air conditioner is on in Celsius. You only go in your sister's pool. Yeah, I do not even go into pools. We had a pool at our house in Maine, and I think I went in that pool maybe 3 times out of the 5 years that we lived there. I think I went in it 3 times, and it was only because my kids were little, and it was maybe over 100, and that was it. I am just not a pool person at all. I'm not a water person at all. I don't like getting wet. I don't like the sensory feeling of getting wet. I don't like my hair to get wet. If I get out of the pool and I've got a wet bathing suit on, I change immediately. I just cannot stand the sensation of being in wet clothes. That drives me crazy. But I am so anxious to make up this cute little pattern for these hair scrunchies. Now, that being said, I have some listed and none have sold yet. I haven't sold one of these, but I'm just loving making them. I think they are just so cute. They are absolutely just adorable. And this just, I don't know what this is, but it just makes me happy just looking at this pile of hair scrunchies. Like a whole big pile of ruffles. 100 in New Jersey. Oh, yes. And it's probably 100% humidity, right? the Northeast, people, I'm in the Southwest here, and people do not understand the difference in humidity. Really love the water and swimming. Probably is a huge fear of seagrass and yes, yeah. See, I have just this paranoia of touching the ocean, touching the ground. Like if you go into a lake and you touch that muddy, if you know when you put your feet in the mud and I can't, I can't deal with it. And there could be fish and things in the water. Oh, it feels so weird being, say it's 100 degrees. I know, yes, yeah. So I know, I do too. Yeah, yeah. I have not put one in my hair yet. Maybe I'll make a sample for me to put in my hair. But I've seen these for sale at all of the clothing stores. Like, I'm not going to mention them, but all the name brand clothing stores, like at the mall, will have these cute little easy summer cotton hair scrunchies, lacy ones. And I'm like, I could make those. And I finally did. Yeah, so my air conditioning is on 21 right now. For some reason, my old air conditioning remote stopped working, so my husband bought me a new one, and it's stuck in Celsius. And even the air conditioning repair people have tried to get it to be off Celsius, and it just won't. So I know that around 20, 21 degrees is where I need it to be. I don't know what that temperature is, but you're fine with the sand? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't even like put my toes in the water at all. I just don't like, I don't like the sensation of being wet. Wet. I don't like going to the beach. I don't like walking in the sand, feeling the sand underneath my feet. I just don't like that at all. I don't like the sun. I don't like the wind. I don't like the sand. I don't like the beach. I don't like the water. I don't like the smell of it. So I don't really like going outside at all, period. Hello, welcome in, you're new here, welcome in. I like being inside on my air conditioning, in my air conditioning. I don't like the wind, the sun. I don't like being outside in the elements. I don't like the heat or the cold. I'm an indoor cat. Someone said that. I do not like to, I don't like it either. And the older that I get, I've never been afraid of going to the dentist, but the older that I get, I realize that even, how many of you that are like over 55 when you've gone for a cleaning, it's just like more invasive. You know, they have to stretch your mouth and get in there, and I just don't like it. Anyway, it is 12 o'clock. It is after 12 o'clock. Thank you guys for the live. I've got so much to do today. So guys, look for a pattern bundle. I'm going to show you how I do my regular scrunchies, my extra thick ruffle scrunchies in acrylic, and these cute little cotton lace scrunchies that I absolutely am obsessed with. Everybody have a wonderful day. Super nervous because I have a speech coming up tomorrow for now. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, it's around 70 degrees, yeah. And it's come to, oh, there is a chickmunk trying to get into my plant. Okay, guys, have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Bye, guys.